Welcome to the Pain to Purpose podcast. This is a series dedicated to acknowledging stories of strength, resilience, and courage. And in this podcast series, we're going to have so many incredible guests taking the masks off and talking about their journeys authentically, openly, and honestly in a way that you don't often see within the South Asian community. So, my first guest today is.
The one and only.
I shouldn't even say guest. The co-host is Jussie K. Sidhu at Jussie K. Sidhu on Instagram. If you're not following her, this podcast is going to be an interesting
Hold on,
one.
why wouldn't they be following me? They're probably not following you.
No, I've got 26,000 followers. What have you got? What have you got? Yeah, okay. Do you want to start competing? Then we'll go into the numbers. What? Well, this is the first podcast together, and I asked everybody else, what do they want to hear about us? And it was so like intense, the questions. And I thought, do you know what? Let's just start off with just a bit of a chill out podcast. Let's just introduce each other. And I thought the best way to introduce each other was ask people what their assumptions are about each other. So we've got a bunch of assumptions all written up nicely in here. And I think I'm going to ask you, Jussie, to take the first one.
I'm nervous about this because I just feel like a lot of people have put these in anonymously. And then...
you don't know what's going to come out. Are you worried? Why are you so worried about what's going to come out today, Jess? People are going to learn more about you, the real you.
Yeah.
The one that I've got to know over the years. Anyway, you choose one. You go first. Choose one. And then just show the camera, read out loud exactly what's written.
Jussie is the loud one.
Show the camera.
Who said Jussie is the loud one?
Jussie is the loud one.
I feel like, when am I loud?
You are loud. You're the social one.
Okay, yeah, I am the more... Like, let's say if we're at an event or something. Oh, I'm definitely like the first one on the dance floor.
Yeah, I'm not on
encouraging like the boys to get up and you get up there.
Yeah, that's not me.
I don't know. I don't know about like Indian music. I don't know.
The loud one there.
But I am probably like the loud one. I feel like I'm loud when I'm comfortable in the space that I'm in, the people that I'm around. I've noticed now more so than ever, I feel like I'm a bit more quiet and reserved. Maybe because I just value my energy so much more. But just in spaces I've noticed I'd rather just stand there and be quiet and not say anything. Is that really bad? I don't know. I'm different in different environments, I think.
When it comes to like social, you're the first one to like, I feel like you make me feel a bit more normal in a social environment, whereas I am really reserved and really quiet, and I like to observe rather than have like conversations. And I find small talk really, really difficult. Like, I don't like having small talk. If we're going to have a conversation, I want to have a really deep conversation, and that's probably not the best thing at most parties and whatever. But I would say you are the more outgoing, maybe not the loud one, but the more outgoing one between the two of us. But I think there's other areas where maybe I take the lead a little bit more.
Yeah. I think
around family, when there's things that you don't want to say to people, where you don't want to upset anyone with what you want to say.
Yeah, I come to you for support, as in, okay, how shall I tackle this with this person, or how shall I do that, or even sometimes I'm nervous to drop a message in like a group WhatsApp. I'm so like, I'll start overthinking, and then you're just like, just send it. Who cares?
Yeah, I think you just got to go with your gut. If you've written it out, there's a reason that you wrote it out in that specific way. I think just go with your gut. And if somebody's got a problem with what you've said, they have to come to you and say, this is my problem with what you said. And if they don't, then it's not worth the conversation.
I think that's what I have to remind myself sometimes, because I don't know if it's now more than ever, but people can be so easily offended. Yes. I think especially like with social media and stuff. And then I have to remind myself, like, if you're offended by something, that's on you. That's like a you problem, really.
It is, but then, again, if it's a valuable relationship and somebody's offended, they should come and say, this
have
is
a
why I'm offended.
conversation. Yeah, this is
Discuss
the
it.
thing. This is what I have to remind myself, that if that's the case and if someone genuinely cares, I'll have a conversation.
But equally,
and
if
talk.
you're upset about something,
Yeah.
just say, by the way, this upset me, because
Hmm.
it goes both ways, doesn't it?
Oh, I do that. And I say that to you a lot more now, don't I? In the car on the way here, I was like, hold on a second with your tone. But maybe, I don't know, I'm focused on driving.
Maybe you're just very
You're
sensitive. Should we go for the next
working.
one? Should we go for the next one? Powerhouse,
Yeah.
grounded, and helping each other evolve. Powerhouse, grounded, and helping each other evolve. I'll take the lead with this one.
Go on then.
Helping each other evolve. I think if you go back to the start of our relationship, and so we both kind of switched roles quite a lot. So at the very start, I was working. You literally came with a couple of bags, and the clothes that you had on you. And
Yeah,
then-
so I think a little bit of background here, and that I think most people probably don't know,
I don't think
is
people know.
that
Certain people didn't agree with our relationship.
yeah, and in order to be with Juggy, it was a case of leaving home. And I think I never thought I'd be that person, but I think it just got to the point where it was just so volatile, the abuse, the bullying, everything. It got to a point where it was just too much and I couldn't take it anymore. And I knew, and I kind of thought to myself, like deep down, it was so hard to walk away from everything. But then at the same time, I just knew that I couldn't imagine my life without you. It's a bit cringy.
No, it's
But
true.
yeah, so I literally left with a bag that I had that day, and I just made sure my uni USB stick.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I saw a USB stick.
know.
My uni USB stick was in there because I had all my assignments and stuff still.
Yeah.
And it was a really, really tough period because I think I didn't know that support was available at the time. So obviously for anyone listening, kind of going through a similar situation, like you don't have to worry about handing that assignment in. You can go to the university, talk about the situation, and they will happily like defer the assignment being handed in. And there is more support available beyond that.
How did we get into this? Powerhouse.
Powerhouse. I know, because it's quite a deep one, because I feel
know.
like we've evolved together so much.
took
We were
different
kids at the
routes,
time,
right?
weren't
So think
we?
about that first bit was when you left, it was very much, I'm not going to say the amount of support that I gave you with university work, but there was certainly a level of support
Don't.
with university work that got you through that period. But at the same time, not long after that, when we basically moved back home.
Hold on.
And
Can we just say, how old were we? I was 19. I was 19.
yeah, you were like
wasn't I?
19.
Yeah.
So you basically decided and committed your whole married life to me at the age of 19.
Yeah.
That you made that decision. I think we've supported each other at different stages because that initial stage I was very much there for you to give you the support that you needed, helping you recognize what you were going through because I'd been through it, especially from depression and anxiety. And then when we did move back, we moved back home, and then I basically quit my job and threw myself into a career that there was no guarantee that it would be successful. But at that point, we had the mortgage, we needed you working, you were doing your job, and you were the breadwinner. And it was like, it was a very difficult kind of time. Again, financially, we didn't have anything really. We didn't have
No, we
a
didn't
lot
have a lot.
to speak of. But then that was important that we supported one another. But then I think you recognised when I was pushing myself too far in the wrong direction, whereas I didn't really recognise that straight away. And then that's when like the mentorship started happening. I started investing in myself more, getting support from experts in different fields to get me the level of knowledge and understanding that I needed to help people.
Yeah. I
And
think
you, just one thing on that, when that investment came to the table and it was like, that was not a number that we had.
no.
Like, and we had to dip into Jacob's savings for that. There was credit cards that we used to invest in myself. And it was so scary, but you were the one that said to me, Juggy, you have to do this.
Yeah.
You can't pass up this opportunity because of the impact it's having on you right now. And if I didn't have you initially to say that, I don't think we would kind of be where we are today.
No. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like stepping out of your comfort zone, but having that support, like supporting one another. I think you've seen things in me, I've seen things in you. Like I knew you were going to harness that opportunity and make the most out of it. You weren't going to let it just pass by. And even with me early on, I didn't realise I was going through depression at that point. And I don't think if it wasn't for you, you were young yourself. You were what, 23?
23, 24, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23 when that was happening, yeah.
As a 20, like now when we say 23, we're like, oh God, that's so young.
It's like a kid, yeah.
You actually told me, look, you need some support.
Yeah.
And we were able to get that. So, but I didn't realise, like, I started turning to drink and, like, obviously uni culture, lifestyle.
But it masked. So when I was going
just
through
masking the issue.
But I wouldn't have said, oh, I'm going through depression, that's why I'm drinking. It felt like the normal, natural thing to do. But then it got to the point where it became way too much. And same with you when it was happening. It was like you could see that it was just a distraction from all the feelings, the emotions, the stresses, the worries.
But feeling rubbish afterwards. Because it's like I wanted to go out and have fun, but I didn't actually want to drink. And then I'd come back just like in a really bad way. Perfect couple with perfect lives on your terms. I feel like life on our terms. Like
Can you show the camera?
Oh. What was that? I don't know why I did that.
We can add the sound effects in afterwards, I think. Some post-production if you want.
Anyway.
Perfect couple.
Life on our terms. I feel that we've worked towards that. And I think you've definitely been the anchor in driving that a little bit more, because I've been a big people pleaser, especially really early on. I'm so much better now than I was. Sometimes there are times where I do need to improve, but I'm listening to what I actually want more.
Yeah.
But that has been mostly with your help.
I think so. This is where I've got a rule.
Yeah, go on.
If it's not gonna add value, if it's gonna take away from energy, so you know when you're around people that you feel like you're having to tread on eggshells around, or you're around people that you know you can't be your authentic self around, or you can't have like genuine conversations with, I'm not going. And that's something that I've been very committed to. Like, if it's not going to add value and I've got to be around people that are going to drain me of energy, then it's not worth me spending my time and energy with those people, no matter how difficult it can be for other people to understand that. Like, think about our community and our culture. We're kind of forced to believe that we have to do everything that we're asked of, and we have to be everywhere. And if you're not there, you're going to offend this person and offend that person. And whilst I'm deeply rooted in like family values, not all relationships require you to subjugate what's important to you in terms of your energy, your time. And also, this day and age, time and energy is so precious.
Yeah.
Like, think how much we're pulled into different directions all the time.
I was going to say this, like, if we look at our week and our weekends, and actually who is actually there for us, who, you know, makes the time and effort. So it's just one of those where actually to not really protect yourselves, but really use that time. Like, life is too short. I think we've seen a lot of that, like, now more than ever. Maybe we're just in that bracket and that age. I don't know, but it just like no one's untouched. Like, anyone can be affected. Life's just too short.
I think from when we've got married, like, think about everybody that was at our weddings. Two weddings that we did. One was the initial reception where we got married, and then the other one was to people please for everybody else, because we didn't need to do that big event, but we did next year. And think about how many people were there that we don't speak to. They're not really in our lives anymore.
No.
Right? And the way that I look at that is, that for me was a big lesson, and we started to learn that in our 20s. So when I was partying all the time, going out all the time and all that sort of stuff, massive network. And then over the years, as you get closer and closer to your authentic self, your circle just gradually does this. And then those are the people that I love spending my time and energy with. But I think we started doing that in our 20s because out of necessity, because we didn't have the financial resources to do what everybody else was doing, the holidays, the restaurants, the bars, and all that sort of stuff. We were saving hard, and we were just saving for the house, making sure. Do you remember?
I'm laughing because do you know what comes to mind? Sausage sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like packing our sausage sandwiches. Oh my God, you can't eat a sausage sandwich.
So we didn't eat at restaurants. We didn't go Nando's really until when those cards expired of the full chickens. We didn't go Nando's
full
anymore.
Chicken cards.
We didn't go KFC. We didn't go McDonald's. We would go to Tesco, buy the sausages.
I'm interested if anyone else had these full chicken cards stamped from Nando's.
Yeah.
I want to know.
I had an in. I had a person who could sort me out.
It must have seemed so dodgy always going in and just ordering some peri chips and
I had
mayo.
like, I think about 20 full chicken cards just stamped for me. But yeah, no, should we move on? Next one, or are we happy with that?
Yeah, I was going to touch upon something like, do you know in life a lot of people... put it down. Put it down.
No, go on, hurry.
People please, don't they? And there's so many, like, I know mental health is like a big taboo, drinking, all this. Like, I know we're doing better now, more so than ever before, but there is still a lot of that.
The people pleasing.
Yeah, and we see it when we're having conversations with people that are looking at signing up.
I had the most interesting conversation with somebody yesterday, and it's basically 20 to 25 years worth of people pleasing that they didn't realize was the thing that was holding them back, and that's why their physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health is on the floor.
Yeah.
And it was almost like the dots connected, and I was like, you just feel for them so much, but then you got to take the first step. Like if you're a people pleaser, the first step is probably the awareness. Then it's recognizing where it's happening. Then it's recognizing where it's not serving you. But then it's actually doing the uncomfortable thing and doing something about it. Otherwise, you're going to kind of keep yourself stuck, right?
Yeah. I think it's so frustrating sometimes, like, when you know how life-changing, like, it's not even corny, I'm saying it is life-changing when you're part of the program. Sorry, I've gone into the program now, but when, you know, it's not just about nutrition and training genuinely. Anyone that's been on the program always says, wish we'd done this sooner. But I think it's just frustrating sometimes, 'cause it's like, just wake up and do it for yourself. But you just can't.
Can I just say,
yeah,
you were not interested in training, nutrition, all that sort of stuff before. But I think where you started to realize the value of all that was when you started to kind of... COVID was a difficult one for you.
Yeah.
Health-wise, mentally, the kids.
I think I got to breaking point, didn't I? Because it was just...
But I think even that, going back to COVID, the people-pleasing within you was for me, because you wanted to take on that responsibility, and I wasn't even aware of what you were going through because I was so consumed by the work, and we had so many projects going on at that time, and I was really focusing on like expanding different areas, and I didn't even realize what you were going through. But you also at that point, and that's only 3-4 years ago, didn't communicate with me to say, by the way, I actually need more help. So that people pleasing for you is really inbuilt to
this
the point.
This is what I was going to say. It's like hard because you break out of that. Like I've learned to now, but sometimes you have to remind yourself, like, oh, okay, like, hold on, take a step back.
Yeah. But that's why you see it more in others now.
Yeah.
Because you know what it's like to go through that and then come out the other side and start putting those boundaries in place and asking for what you deserve.
And I feel like as well, because especially with those that have families and young children and things like that, I know what having that time for myself, focusing on myself, looking at my health and my fitness.
But not even that, just going for walks with your friends.
Yeah, walks and stuff.
That spa day that
everyone
you go
would always say, like, oh, you know, everyone always wants to meet up for food or something or coffee or whatever. And I'm not saying you can't have those things, but come on, there's so much other stuff. Like let's go for a walk. Let's go on a hike.
Can I just say on that as well? Like, I think people have got it into their heads that health is following a diet and going to the gym, but health is your physical, your spiritual, your social, your relationships, your family life, your career. And health is so much more than just the numbers that you track on bloody MyFitnessPal or the reps and stuff. But we're talking about work. Let's get back to the next one. Oh, this is a long one. You knew you were going to get married when you first met. You didn't have any disagreements. What were the things you don't like about each other or didn't like about each other? So what were the things that you didn't like about each other? Oh my God, this is going to be a tough one. Okay. When you first met, I remember that our first conversation,
I was just thinking about that.
Sitting at the back of Collie.
Yeah.
Outside on those benches and having like the most in-depth conversation about your life. I was very open in that conversation about me. You were very open about you.
How did that even happen? It's so bizarre. Like, people must have been looking at us. Imagine you're out, everyone's drinking, dancing, in crowds, having a laugh, and there's you and me,
Really
right at the back,
Yeah.
amongst everyone, just sat there having really deep conversations, having met for the first time.
Yeah.
And then even afterwards, I was like, did that really happen? But I don't know what it was. I felt like we could both just talk and be ourselves. Felt like with you, I just wanted to put everything on the table because all along I've just been judged and people have been like, no one's going to want to be with you after everything that you've gone through and not coming from like a stable family. So I think it was just like me just laying all my cards out on the table.
I honestly, and I'm being really honest with you here,
Yeah.
in front of the cameras as well,
God.
I fell in love with you immediately.
You
Like
don't
your
say
energy,
stuff like that.
your energy, and like I could pick you out of a crowd like that, and you were just like glowing all the time, and it just felt like I could just see the aura around you, the energy around you.
Thank
And
you very much.
I genuinely fell in love with you straight away, but I didn't think you liked me back at all. And you thought I was just going to be another one of your friends that would just be talking to you, and that was it. That's what I thought you wanted. But I think you were so like, you were really open with me in that conversation, but you held me at like arm's length for ages.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think, when I'm ready to let people in, then I'll let people in. I don't know. It's just bizarre.
Okay.
I think it was just like meant to be.
But what didn't you like about
What
me?
didn't I like? I think you were young back then. You were still learning a lot about yourself.
Still young now.
So you say with a grey hair in your beard.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
Should talk about your grey hairs.
but I think you were still quite hot-headed,
Yeah.
a bit crazy still,
In what way?
like a bit of a bulldozer.
But in what way?
A bulldozer? I
What
don't
was there a
know.
bulldozer about? I know, I was very hot-headed. I was. Because
Yeah.
think about it, like, I was a bit all over the place still. As in, I was very quick to react. And then I would think
very
about what I was going to say.
protective and things like that. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I feel like most lads are probably at that age.
Yeah.
I think you're very passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate. But yeah, I'd probably just say that, but you started to mature, calm it down a little bit.
Do a lot of personal development.
You did a lot of personal development. I'd say that was like, especially when you saw that one, would you say therapist?
It's in Cheryl.
No,
Jane.
like early on. No, there was that one guy that
Mark?
really just understood you.
Mark. Oh, the psychologist.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
And then I just felt like it was like a switch and you just
Yeah.
changed. But also I felt like we were both, because, within a year we were married, like we were together and living together. So we started to learn a lot more about each other, how to communicate with one another. So yeah, I think that's probably...
Well, I was going to say
relevant.
there was nothing that I didn't like about you, but now that we're getting into it...
No, come on, there must have been something like being easily influenced by
No,
other people
I was
and
just gonna say
controlled
that.
and just...
I think the thing that I didn't like is I think you knew all along what you were going to have to do for us to be together. And it's not that I put pressure on that at all, or I wanted you to do those things.
Yeah.
But it was more like I could see that the environment that you were around, the people that you were around, were not giving you the best support and advice. And I don't think they really understood what you were going through in the way that me and you understood what you were going through.
No,
And
I
I think
think
that's
you
hard.
just don't see it though. Like you said with the earlier example, like you just don't see it when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
It's only when you step out of that
Yeah.
and
No, I
you've
was
got
going
the
to
right
say,
people around you.
one other
'cause you
thing
just
that I
don't
didn't
see it.
like was when we went to I went and sat in one of your lectures once, and you didn't shout out all the answers that I gave you.
Oh, because I didn't want to draw attention to myself. This is how much you loved me. Like you'd come to my lectures.
So on my days off, from working full time, I would just come and sit with you in a lecture, and just spend time with
I
you.
think that's how we knew. I've got to say this as well. Like when it was just different. When I met you, this is the last nice thing I'm going to say to you. Okay.
Thank
But when I met you, I remember when you first gave me a hug, and I just felt so. Like, I still remember that feeling, and I just remember feeling, for the first time ever, so at home and protected, and just safe, like as if you had me, and it didn't matter what was going on or what was happening around me. And I think because I'd never had that. That stability, like that comfort, that stability, the affection, the hugs, do you know, just, I don't know, but you just were like, you were genuine. There wasn't any intention. Unless, I don't know.
Is this your dark humour about to come out again, Jess? Okay. All right. We've
Okay,
got the
that's it
cameras
now.
on. Let's go
Okay.
for the next one. I've done that
I've
one. You
just
go
said
for
a
the next
really
one.
nice thing about you.
Yeah, I know. And I've got it on camera, so I'm going to keep that in the bank for next time you're horrible to me. There you go.
Keeping it real despite challenges.
Can you show the camera? Keeping it
Who
real.
was it? Who sent this in? No, this one's all right. I was expecting some really juicy stuff. I don't know.
Look, I'm going to tell you, there was some where people were asking me what boxers I wear, if I wear boxers or pants or all sorts. Like, so I didn't bring those ones to the table.
What? I've got a friend whose Instagram account just blew up, dog friend.
Oh,
And yeah. And he gets these requests all the time, like, can you
Does he
just
charge
give us
for
your
it?
dirty
'Cause I was
boxes?
thinking,
And
I might just start charging for that. Forget the coaching and trying to inspire people to better health. I'm going to start selling my
God,
boxes.
what are our
What
kids
was that
going
one
to be
again?
doing?
I don't remember.
Keeping it real despite challenges.
Yeah. As in what? Keeping it real with each other? Keeping it real
I don't
online?
know. I don't know how to take that one, but something that comes to mind straight away is, do you know, like, no matter what's going on, especially like over the last few years, people probably wouldn't think it, but probably over the last few years, like we've always had challenges.
Big challenges.
But big challenges, yeah. And for some people, like, it could just really break them. And we've just made sure that we're there trying to support one another, work through it, and do whatever we need to do to get through that period of whatever it may be that we're dealing with.
So something I was speaking to one of my I say personal development specialists, Clarissa, who I was talking to last week or the week before, and she gave me such a good understanding as to why it had to happen. And when you're in the moment and something bad is happening, all you can see and feel is the bad. And it's really hard, really, really hard to see, well, what is this teaching me? And I think what I learned from that session was actually all along, I've been saying to myself, what is it teaching me? And it's led us to a better path, a better understanding. Like even the way that we work with people, the things that we're helping people solve, the challenges that they're going through. If we'd carried on in that previous path from a work perspective, we wouldn't be helping the right people in the right way that we are today. And I think that's the beautiful thing that in terms of that particular challenge. But that's work. You think about friends that try to rip us off and all that other stuff, and it just there's so many things that happen. You worry about, for me, I'm really worried about mum and dad, worry about their health and all those challenges. But like, it has to happen. Like that's the part of life. We'll have all the good stuff. We'll have all the challenges, and it's up to us to kind of like decide what we're going to focus on.
Mm.
But I think even if you think about me and you and our challenges and relationships and getting together and all the things that we had to move through,
Yeah.
when you've got that clarity of your purpose and your vision, you're going to find solutions rather than get sucked into the challenge and almost like completely bowled
Let
over.
it derail you. Yeah. I think we just lean on each other. Like I think we just understand each other now in these situations a lot more.
Somebody asked on that podcast that I did recently,
Mm.
like, how have you got to the point where you're so open with each other? But I don't think we've ever been closed from that emotional perspective. I do think that early on, I didn't know how to express myself in our relationship because I didn't know how to understand what I was feeling and going
Yeah.
through. But I think over the years, like, I will tell you if I'm feeling stressed, and I don't feel vulnerable.
Oh, you're so
or
open.
worried.
There's a lot of people that actually don't have these open conversations with their
Yeah.
partners. And I'd say, I mean, we were young at the time and no one really teaches you these things, but especially in front of the kids, like if I've got something wrong, I will apologise to them. It doesn't matter that they're my child and I'm older and I'm the parent or
Yeah.
whatever else. Like, I don't care.
You got to nurture that.
Yeah,
openness
and then
honesty.
also I will say to them, do you know what? I'm feeling really sad today because this happened or whatever. Like, we'll just have open conversations as though they're human, so that they know as well.
They are human.
They are.
By the way.
I mean, adults. They woke me up at 1:30 last night. What do you expect? But just so that they learn, like, okay, these are normal conversations to have and express. Because I feel like I did that typical, do you know, because you've seen it with other generations where you, as a woman, like, you just hold it in and suppress it and then
Yeah.
you just kind of burst. I'd always be like that person, like, the bottles being filled and then eventually, like, just
Is that
explode.
the phrase? Is it? I don't know.
I
if that's
don't
the
know.
phrase. Is that the bottles?
You're such a
The
wind
bottles
up.
being filled and then I'd burst. What does that even mean?
You're such a wind up. I can't deal with you.
You could
right
say balloon. The balloon was being filled. and
now. No,
the
I
balloon
don't think
burst.
anyone says a
Or
balloon.
the jug was being filled and it started to overflow.
It's like shaking a bottle.
like a Coca-Cola bottle or a water bottle.
Anyway, it's like shaking a bottle of pop.
All right, shall I go for the next one? Yeah.
Yep, go ahead. I don't know if I'd finished then.
No, I think you were shaking the bottle. Jessie is the calm to your storm.
Would you say so?
What would you say?
Yeah, I think I do calm you down, maybe. I think I've got that soothing aura. Everyone... I know. Maybe with you, I'm like, right, the hedges need a trim, the car needs a clean. I do a lot of blue jobs, to be fair.
You do what?
Blue jobs. Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
Blue job. Anyway, I've
Blue
never
jobs.
heard
I think they're called blue jobs, like the men, like the
the
men-
calm to your storm. Shall we just go back to that and say, from the calm to storm?
This
yeah,
is why you can't take me anywhere.
I'm so driven. Like I am. So, if I didn't have you and the kids, I would just be in that office, working.
Hold on.
And working.
During the lockdown,
Working.
you did not leave. Obviously, we didn't have an office set up, so you set up in the lounge, and I don't know what we did.
That was horrible.
Anyway, you were just in there. You wouldn't even go out. Like, you literally didn't leave
one
the
of the
house.
most heartbreaking things during that lockdown period was, I was working on a massive contract.
Yeah.
And I was working in that room, and I could see outside, and I could see the kids playing, and they were playing football with each other. And I think mom and dad, because they were isolating at the time, they'd come round, but they were standing at the back of the garden. And I was like, I just wanted to be out there with you guys. All my heart was just saying, be out there, be out there, be out there. But I had this deadline to get this contract done. And it was something that I'd never done before, and I had to put so much focus and attention on it. And it was like, I was literally just locked in that room all day, every day. And it wasn't an office, and it wasn't a nice space to be in. It was like this much gap between the chair and the desk, and then that was it. And then the rest of the room was just full of like stuff.
It became a storeroom, didn't it?
It became a
really?
storeroom. So anywhere that I do my work tends to just become the storeroom, right?
Let's not get into that.
Okay.
But yeah, I do. I think that's one of the things I really admire about you, your drive. But then I think I just help
Send to
you
me.
with, yeah.
You send to me because like even even getting more involved in coaching the kids football and stuff like that, I think that came from conversations around what do you really want to do more of, because
Yeah.
I'm not that bothered about social. Like I will see my friends, I'll see people that are close to me, but it's very sporadic and I don't mind that. But I need I find that the football thing is the thing that keeps me centered.
Yeah.
I see people that I grew up with and all that sort of stuff. So then that just brings me back to more like a normal human being.
I think as well, like, I feel that we've got a good balance, and we map out our year ahead, don't we, really, to some extent, just to have those
Things
breaks
to-
for ourselves, things
Those
to
little
look
things
forward to, because the weeks just fly by, and then before you know
But
it, we're going to be halfway through the year.
Our Fridays together was a big one for me. Like having
Yeah.
the Friday afternoon where we just spend a couple of
Yeah.
hours, even though it's never ever gone to plan. Like we've not had a Friday afternoon together where we've gone, oh well, let's go and do this and that.
We're just
We had
happy
the
being
boiler
together.
breakdown, we had the water, the pipe burst, the kids, this, that, and the other. It's been like that since the
It's
start of the year.
non-stop, but it's just nice having that time together
we
regardless
know,
of what we're
yeah.
doing. But I think I just think it's one of those, like, I think you live and you learn, and you don't want to get to a point where you then have regrets of like not actually doing things for yourself, taking that time out for yourself, and you know, just really, what's the point in having a pot saved up? You know, if you're not in a good place
If you're not making memories,
and
if
you're not making
happy,
memories,
if you're not
yeah, and all
fulfilled.
that kind of stuff. So yeah, I
Right.
think that's what I'm trying to get to.
Is this me or you? It's you now. Last one, I think.
Oh, there two there.
Oh no, still one more.
Both hella bougie.
What's that?
Bougie, I don't.
Say it.
Bougie.
Both halabuji, which means what? Like
Both hella
particular. What does that mean?
bougie.
You look, the way you look, the way you
Think
dress.
it may be the things that we do.
Yeah.
Do we even share much of what we do?
Well, it's not always been that way. I can tell you that. We go back to that sausage sandwich
Hella
situation.
bougie. Yeah, yeah. I think now in life, like we just
We work hard.
We work hard, and we
Oh, I'll say this: we like nice experiences.
yeah.
So it's not about going to
having like
McDonald's and
materialistic
this and-
things.
or even clothes and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
not about that.
It's
it's
just.
more experiences, like actually spending time together, going places.
Do you know what's funny? So obviously, with the kids, I said to Caleb when I dropped him off, I said, Bibi and Baba are going to pick you up later on after school. They already know, but I just tell them anyway. And I said, oh, me and Daddy are going to be in London today, remember? So we'll see you later on this evening. And he said, oh, are you going Ivy Asia? And yeah, like the kids just enjoy good food
Really
with
good
flavour,
food, yeah.
and just we just like having those moments together and doing these
Yeah, yeah.
nice things rather
Like that.
than
No, I
just
think
sat at
that's
home
important.
doing nothing.
I think like seeing different places as well, because when we got married, we didn't go on holiday for about
We
5,
we
6
had
years.
our honeymoon when we first got married.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
went to Mexico, and after that we didn't have a holiday until I think Jacob was about 1 at the
no,
time.
He
So
was like 3, because
oh yeah, 2, 3
2,
maybe, I don't
3, yeah.
know. Yeah, he was. It had been like 5-6 years or something.
Yeah.
So we hadn't had any sort of break in between. I think we did a little trip to like lakes.
but do you remember
That
where
used to
we
be our
got
thing.
Groupon? We
Yeah.
got the Groupon voucher,
Groupon
for the
voucher.
Lake District. Otherwise,
we-
we wouldn't have been able to go.
So we haven't always
Hold
been this
on.
way. Even now, can I just say, I'm always looking for a discount code. I'm just embarrassing myself here.
No, there's
Always
things
looking
that
for
you
a
won't
discount
buy
code.
that we really need to get, and you're like, no, I'll wait for a discount code. I'll wait for it to come on offer. I'll wait for it to go on sale.
And I'm sorry,
Even-
but what is it with these places charging like return fees now as well?
Yeah, but you bought
Do you want
something.
me to order from you?
No, you bought something from Range, and then it's what we need, and then you're going to go and take it back because we can buy it online for
I
cheaper.
was like, Amazon, you get 6 instead of 2. The
And
same
I was
price.
just like, but we need it. We need it for us to move forward. But anyway, no, I don't think we're bougie. But
And
I do
delivery.
think
I'm not paying for delivery.
I do think we have worked really, really hard for experiences rather than things. And I think with the experiences comes some amazing memories. Like how much the boys just go on about going to Scotland all
Caleb
the
just
time.
loves Scotland, and
Do you know why he
he'll
loves
just
Scotland?
remember everything, like Egypt.
Do you know why he loves Scotland?
Go
Because
on.
there's no internet.
Yeah.
So there's no internet, which means there's no work, there's no phone calls. We're just so
Focused.
in the zone.
They loved Amsterdam, didn't they?
Yeah.
I was really surprised because I just
And
thought,
why was that? We didn't have roaming, so we were just again with them.
Only when we're at the hotel,
like
yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It
Should we
was
go
good.
next one? Last one.
Last one. Go on
Okay.
then.
Never get into a fight. We never get into a fight because we are the perfect couple, of course.
No, do you know what? Being honest, I can't remember the last time we got into like an argument, a big argument.
Oh
Do
my
you
God.
remember?
Do you know what happens?
No.
Okay.
No, we used to have some serious.
No, I'm
Back
saying
and
now.
forth.
Do you know what happens? Like it's like everything will be fine. There'll be a big like. So if you just think of it of a graph, it would be like this, and then it would just go back to normal, like it never happened sometimes. And it's like, well, what happened there? It's like, why
But
did that
also
become a
as well, I
conflict?
think our time is just so precious that we really.
We haven't got the time to argue.
No, not time to argue, but we want to make up the most of the time that we do have together.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like the weekend with the
Okay,
kids.
here's a good one then. So, how do we actually move forward? How do we disagree with each other? Because we can't be in agreement with each other all the time.
I think I think I'll say what I found.
I know you will, and then
And
I'll
then
just say yes. You're right.
You'll say your thing, and then I'll be there like, yep, always me, must be me.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm only kidding. I feel like we both know now to respect each other's space a bit more. So if you go away, I won't come after you. I'll give you your space. We'll have like 5
Yeah.
minutes, and then next thing we'll just cuddle and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And we just know it's not worth it because ultimately we're not gonna break up and get a divorce
That's
or
my
whatever
thing.
like that.
It's
It's just
like,
ridiculous.
how long does this thing have to last for now?
And I can be quite stubborn, can't I? Really.
Oh yeah. But
You can be quite stubborn. I think really I just remind myself all you want is a hug. You just want a hug, don't you, really?
honestly, I haven't got the capacity to bother arguing.
Yeah, we just
But
don't have
also,
time for
I
it.
think so. You know, when we set out at the start of the year, and I said this is vision, and this is values, and these are the things that we align on, and these are the things that are really important to us both. And I think having that clarity as to what it is that's actually important, and what's going to move us forwards, and even having that vision and values all mapped out
Yeah.
means that we know what to say yes to and what we say no to.
I think we've done well, to be fair. Like, we work together, we live together. I'm joking. No, like, we're together all the time.
Yeah.
And I generally
Socialise
don't
together.
remember the last time we had an
mainly.
argument. Maybe sometimes I think we'll just say straight away we'll just communicate.
I think we take the piss out of each other a lot more when we're arguing. I'll just take the piss out of you. I think that's it. That's all the.
I'm not
assumptions.
argumentative, but I think this is the thing. Can I just say, I'm not argumentative, and then sometimes I just feel like, do I give off that sometimes? Because there's been some situations where, out in public, people just think that I don't know, maybe this
I think
world is
people
just.
try to kind of walk all over you, and then they don't realise that they can't walk all over you because you're gonna say something bad. Think how many
Yeah.
times has that actually happened?
Yeah.
Like even when you were out shopping, and that woman started having a go at you.
When I had Caleb with me as well.
Yeah.
And I took it further, and obviously, and the police had the CCTV and everything, but it's just an absolute joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, that had a huge impact, and I just thought, I think she thought I wouldn't say anything or do anything.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
you stand up for yourself.
I do stand up for myself because I think if
'Cause you haven't
something's
got
not
anyone else
right, no, if something doesn't sit right, I just can't not say anything. And I
That's
think I
true.
was always like that because I remember even at school, do you know, everyone kind of just follows the crowd a little bit. And I remember there were a couple of lads that would always get bullied. They were a bit different. And I remember everyone would just stand there and watch, but I'd have to say something because there just wasn't any need for it, and I just think I just can't. I don't like the feeling of knowing like someone's in pain or going through something. I hate that.
Yeah, that's true. That rounds up all of our assumptions. So the next podcast.
Can we have some juicy ones next time?
No,
Don't know if
I
these
think,
were that juicy.
Do you know what the next one will be for me and you?
Appropriate, because we've got.
It will be our toxic traits, and I'm going to go to town on at least 3 things that come to my mind right now. I'm just having such crazy deja vu right now.
Why?
Just saying that. I don't know. It's like I've already said this before. Like, it's so weird. But anyway, we're going to go to town on your toxic traits.
No, I'm not good at this because I don't keep tabs.
And I don't have toxic traits. That's why. You've got some toxic traits that I'm going to reveal in front of everybody on camera, and we're going to release it.
You either love me or you hate me.
Let me just introduce the next podcast that we're going to have. So we've got, I'm not even going to say the name. We'll obviously reveal who it is. But if you've ever struggled,
that was out. We meant to look at it.
For this one, yeah. If you've ever struggled with confidence, ever in your life, then this is going to solve all of your problems around it. The guest is an absolute incredible speaker. She's done so much. She's in the media all the time. And honestly, I just think learning from her will be so powerful. So she will be on the next episode. And obviously we'll talk more about it. We'll introduce it properly because that was a bit rubbish from me. So apologies. And then the one after that. Can we get a what?
A little drink.
No. The one after that is where I'm going to reveal just these 5 toxic traits that nobody would ever expect would come from her.
Hold on, I'm going to get my phone, notes, and I will do. Something just came to mind. I'm writing that one down.
Okay, right. That's one of her toxic traits where she just massively over exaggerates a moment, and I'm there. I start panicking. You will walk into a room, make that noise. And I'll come in, she'll be like, oh.
Can I just share one now?
Oh, there was a door
You
open.
have range anxiety when it comes to the electric car.
Is that a toxic trait? That's your toxic trait, that you will drive the electric vehicle
No.
with 2 miles on the
clock. So considering I literally just about made it home this morning on like 4% left.
Yeah.
But
so who goes out there? Who goes out there with 7%?
Why do you never just put it on charge?
Because
I thought you charged it last time.
No, I thought you were going out next in it. I went out during the day. I never got out during the day. I thought you were going to go out next and pick the kids up, which you did do, but you went in the other car.
Yeah,
so
because
why
I couldn't
did you
find
do
the
that?
keys. You obviously had the keys, didn't you?
Okay, anyway. What were we doing? I think we were doing
There
the
you go.
outro.
We just had an argument. Joking. I don't class that as...
Honestly, I really appreciate you guys for taking the time out to listen to this. I don't know if you enjoyed it. I don't know if you thought what a waste of time that was. But whatever. Please subscribe. Please share a comment. Share it with a friend if you found any of this helpful. Follow us on Instagram so you can learn more about what we do and how we help people. I'm the Indian Body Coach, and
Jussie. You'll find me.
Jussie is...
Jussie Corsidoo.
Is it? No, it's just
Jussie
at Jussie
K.
K. It's at Jussie K. if you would like to follow us and see more about our journey from parenthood, from work, whatever else we're doing, all this bougie stuff that we're apparently doing.
Oh, no, can I just say we do a lot of fundraising for charities.
Yeah.
And we've got something exciting coming up, so yeah.
Absolutely. We've got an incredible guest that's going to be joining us next week. So if you've ever struggled with confidence, please make sure that you tune into the next episode. We will be releasing them every couple of weeks until we've built up a bit more of a bank of actual content. As you can imagine, it's not easy to take this time out to record these sessions, but we wanted to make sure that this happens because it's been on our cards for about
ages,
4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
It's been one of those things that we always say we'll get to started with, and we finally
So we bit the bullet, we did it, and we just want to say thank you.
The 3rd episode of the series, you are going to hear all of Jussie's toxic traits, and they are some juicy gossipy bits.
Do I get to see them?
Sharing.
Do I get to see this beforehand?
No, I'm going to just be authentic and honest about it.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for listening in. And also, if you do have any questions off the back of this, please do reach out to us, DM us and ask away.
Until next time, stay curious and keep growing. Is that too cheesy? That's it.